Hi there, everybody. Johnny here again from JHRacing, and I have something cool to show you. It's from Heusinkveld, and it's software that goes with their pedals. Now, I own the Heusinkveld Sprint pedal set, and they have software where you can set your profile and you can adjust your braking, your clutch, and your throttle. Now I only adjust the braking and the throttle, and I'm going to show you some examples of that in a second. But what's really cool about this software is they also have an addition to it that's called Heusinkveld Live. And live means that when you're in the middle of a race, you can change your throttle and brake profiles on the fly. And that is so cool. So if you're driving, it's dry weather, but you know rain's coming, and you have a dry weather profile for your brake and your throttle, and you also have a rain profile for your brake and your throttle, you can switch over from your dry weather to your wet weather setup on the fly while you're driving, while you're sitting in the car. So I am sitting in the Porsche 911 right now in race room, and I am going to now set my braking and throttle profile for my Heusinkveld pedals.
Profile fast experimental set.
So there I got a fast profile set.
Profile rain set.
I've just changed it to a rain setting.
Profile fast slip angle 50 set.
Another profile that I've created, and I've got one more.
Profile safe set.
And I have mapped these four brake pedal, throttle pedal combination profiles to my steering wheel. What I'm going to do in the video is I'm going to show you how I did that mapping by mapping those same four profiles to my Forte steering wheel. And then we'll go out for a drive and I'll change those profiles on the fly. All right, so I'm going to switch over to our Heusinkveld software. So here is the Heusinkveld software for my pedals. And you can see it's showing me a bit of information. But what I'm really doing this screen for is to look at the profile names. And I have a drop down here. You can see I have different profiles. There's a default that comes with it. I have made a rain profile, what I call a safe profile, a super formula profile, etc., etc. And right now what I've got it set on is the fast experimental profile. So I'm going to leave that clicked. If I want to do saving or save as, I can do those here. I can save the profile onto the device. I can delete it. I can do all kinds of housekeeping there. If I go up to Sim Pedal Sprint, then it actually shows me what my profile looks like. Now again, this is what I call my fast experimental profile. There are no changes to the clutch because I don't have a clutch on my system, but I do have the brake pedal. I can adjust the force in kilograms, the maximum force, which I've set at 40. The bottom Z zone is 2% on the pedal. I have a linear curve type, but I could change it to one of their presets, or I could make my own custom one. I've just listed this one as linear, and I can adjust it if I want with these little bars and up and down arrows, or I can even move the dots around to get the profile to look the way I want, which is what I've done for the throttle pedal. So you can see it's quite steep and then it tapers off. For the throttle, you've got top and bottom dead zone. I leave those at 0 because I adjust those within the game. The curve type I'm using is custom. Again, I could pick one of theirs, but I'm using my own custom one. So I've adjusted the bars and these numbers here to the way I want it. So when I reach about 50% or so of input on my throttle pedal, you can see I'm getting very close to like 90% on the throttle, and I hit 100 when I'm at maybe 80, 90, and 100 percent pressure on the brake pedal. So that's what I call my fast experimental. I also have the other ones, as I mentioned. You can see them here as rain, safe, and all the rest of them. So what I've done is I've been able to map those to buttons on my steering wheel. So when I press the buttons on my steering wheel, I can load these programs. So I'm going to change the program by clicking the button on my steering wheel.
Profile range set.
So you heard someone come on and say profile range set. That again is from the Heusinkveld software. You get an actual audible command telling you that you've changed your brake and throttle profile to another one that you have designed. So I'll change back.
Profile fast experimental set.
Or I can change to...
Profile fast slip angle 50 set.
Or I can change to...
Profile safe set.
Okay, so I have 4 of those profiles mapped onto my steering wheel.
Profile fast experimental set.
So there we go. Now, how do you do the mapping? Well, the mapping is pretty simple. Let me just change screens here. And now we have the Heusinkveld Smart Control live screen. And you can see that you can add different inputs. So you can add a device. I don't need to add a new one right now. I have added
VPG wheel,
a NASCAR type wheel, my Acetec Forte wheel, and that's what I have open right now, and you can see on it that I have 4 profiles. Again, I've got the rain, the fast experimental, the fast slip angle 50, and my safe profile, and they are all mapped to buttons on my steering wheel. I can change them, I can delete them, I can redo them if I want to. But what I'm going to do now
is remap these profiles onto my Forte steering wheel.
So what I've done is I've deleted my Forte settings for my Heusinkveld pedals, and we'll just remap. So I click the plus sign to do a new preset, give it a name. I'm going to call it Forte. Next step, I don't have a shortcut for that, so I just click save. There it is. I turn it on, and I'm going to add a device for input binding. I have to now add the actual device, which is going to be the Forte wheel. So there it is. I add it. There it is. And now I'm going to click on the plus sign to add my bindings for my different pedal profiles. So I open up the menu, and I've got no action, set profile, activate a profile while pressing a button, sim pedal sprint set brake force, and increase the brake force, decrease the brake force. So not only can I set a profile, but I can also adjust my brake force on the fly, which is really cool. I have it set at 40 kilograms, the max force. If I want to change it to say 45, I can map a button that increases my brake force up by 5. I click it, I go from 40 to 45, and then I click it again, I go up to 50. Or I can decrease it, click it, go down to 45, click it, go down to 40, click it, go down to 35, click it, go down to 30. I can do this in increments of 5% or 1% or 2% or 10%. It's really quite a fun feature to have. But we're just going to set profiles, and the profiles that we're going to set are the 4 that we talked about before. We're going to start with our fast experimental profile. Next step. Okay, it's waiting for a shortcut button. I'm going to press the button I want on my Forte wheel for this. There it is, button 8. Save. I can edit it or delete it and redo it if I want to do that. Okay, the next one I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to set a profile, and I'm going to set my rain profile. Next step, I'm going to click a button, button 7. Save. I'm going to click a new action, set profile. This one is going to be my slip angle profile, and waiting for the button. There it is, button 16, save. And the last one I'll do on my wheel will be my safe profile. and that will be button 15. And there we are. We have them all saved. So now when I click these buttons, I will get the messages.
Profile fast experimental set. Profile range set. Profile fast slip angle 50 set. Profile safe set. Profile fast experimental set.
Cool. All of those profiles are now mapped to my steering wheel. So I'm going to get in the car, we'll drive out on the track, and as I'm driving, I will press the buttons and you'll see that the profiles will change. Okay, let's do it. Okay, we are back in the car in the Porsche 911, and we're going to check to see if we can change our profile settings for brake and throttle response on the fly. Let's get the car going first. Let's change to
Profile safe set.
Okay, we'll start off in safe mode and we'll switch to our fast mode once we get out on the track.
Profile fast experimental set. Profile fast slip angle 50 set. Profile fast experimental set. Profile safe set. Profile fast experimental set. Profile safe set. Profile fast experimental set. Profile fast slip angle 50 set. Profile fast experimental set. Profile safe set. Profile fast experimental set. Profile fast slip angle 50 set. Profile fast experimental set.
So as you can see, I can change my profiles on the fly. So that's pretty cool. What a great feature.
Profile fast slip angle 50 set.
Okay, we'll just call it right there. And that's how we
Profile fast experimental set.
change our throttle and brake responses on the fly using the Heusinkveld Live software. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.